Hey everybody, it's me, Sean. Welcome back to Production Line. What was going on when we left off? I have no idea. Oh my gosh, are we to the point where we're starting to get lag? That would be very unfortunate. So, let's see. We were making beer. That's right. That was exciting, wasn't it? We have, this is a carpentry thing, so I don't need to worry about that. Here's where we're making our beer at. We don't need to keep that open. So we've got hops and barrels coming in and beer going out. So we have too many barrels, and here we have too many barrels. Good. So that means we could be making more hops. Our hop farm is totally at maximum capacity. No, it's not, because it does not have... Wait a minute. Wheat! Don't even pretend to be making wheat. It is not at maximum capacity because it doesn't have enough water coming in, so we need to get more water coming into our hop farm, which means we need to have more water coming into our water siphon. Good. Oh, already it's like, oh yeah, that's right. That's what's so fun about this game, is working backwards and solving these problems, figuring out why we don't have enough of something coming in. So we're going to let that run for a little bit. We're going to keep an eye on our farm here and see if we can get enough water coming in to keep this farm running at full capacity. Dang. And you can see we're starting to get some of that lag that shows up in this game. Now, there's a patch that's coming out, and it's supposed to be a performance patch. So I'll record tonight's episode. I was hoping to record 3 or 4 episodes here. But I'll just record this one episode, and then we'll wait. Maybe the patch will come out tomorrow, and I will be able to not have to deal with this lag, because lag is a bad thing. Okay. In the meanwhile, we can do fairly well running it on 2 speed. I don't really mind running on 2 speed, anyways. But obviously the lag is only going to get worse, and hopefully they put this patch in there and it will solve all of our problems. So here it looks like we're still not producing enough water, but there's nothing I can do about that. We are at full production capacity, so it's not like I can introduce any more siphons onto this one. They're actually, everything is running fairly efficiently. Looks like all 5 trucks get back to their stations by the time, so that's about as efficient as you can run one of those things. Here it does look like they could use some more water. I don't know that their destinations need more water, but you know, the good part of it, I guess, is if they don't, I could always ship water somewhere else. Although this one's probably already delivering to 3 spots, if I know myself. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's already delivering to 3 spots, and it's just orchards, so it's not like these orchards. Well, maybe they are. Is it possible that I haven't really paid so much attention? I haven't paid enough attention to even notice that those orchards have been short on water the whole time? Now, I don't have any of these textile factories that are short on leather. This one's short on everything. Oh, this is just a clothing factory. But this work clothes factory, for some reason, is short on leather. And this one's heavy on meat. And the meat is going to the hamburger sandwich factory, which is Food Factory 3 here. And this one, a little short on dough. And the dough factory is just running at full capacity. This one is short on meat, which is weird. I can't keep... Okay, well now you have plenty of dough. Or not plenty of dough, but you're doing okay on dough. You You just produce too slowly. Got it. So I need more leather, but I wouldn't have any. I wouldn't be able to get rid of all the meat that I'm producing. And the pie and cake factory doesn't need more milk either, so I just need to accept that I can't produce enough. I can't produce enough. Oh, I need more water at this one too. I can't produce enough meat to, or leather to produce all the clothing I want to. Now, where are you getting water from? From this one? Cow and paper. Obviously not. This one? Apple, no. Here? Dough, wheat, and cows, no. Huh. Yeah, it'd be nice to see where you're getting your water from, but it's not any of the three closest plants. There we go, chicken. So you just need more harvesters, I guess. Even though it's pretty well balanced, but I do want to, I need to get more water going out, I think. So, our chicken farm probably could use another truck. And how's our cotton farm doing? I cannot select our cotton farm for some reason. What's going on? There we go. Cotton farm could use more water for sure, but do I need more water? Because I don't think I can really do anything with all this extra cotton. Wait a minute. Yeah. Oh, no, I could use more cotton, and I could use more dye. Although, if I make more, so I need more coal. If I make more fabric, I can't really do anything with more fabric, that's for sure. So I'm going to add another harvester over here for the coal, since we can conceivably do something with that, even though I've given it a very long way to deliver that coal, and that's really going to run inefficiently. Because we see that truck, it's not gonna get back here. Actually, it looks like each of the harvesters does fill up pretty slowly. So that must be the bottom one. You see the truck drops off and then goes back, and the bottom one is going to be full up long before he gets there. Yep. There we go. Picked it back up. Cool. That wasn't too bad. Still doesn't look like it's going to be enough to keep up with the demand. Or pretty close. It's entirely possible that 4 days ago when I recorded the last episode, or whenever it was, a couple days ago, it's entirely possible that I took away one of those coal things at the very end of the episode. And now I'm immediately going through and redoing it. That's the glory of recording these in batches and then not playing for days. You guys, on the other hand, watch it every day, hopefully. Maybe not. Maybe you're not like watching it every day. I can understand if you don't. What am I going to do with all these extra barrels? Sell them to the state? Now, I wanted to build a train. What could I do to use a train? We're going to Nort-on-Sea. And wait a minute, these are both going to Nord-on-Sea? Isn't there another, yeah. Take it to one of these other towns. Like, even our friends in Catfield would appreciate it. But what about Eastridge? Thank you. Probably going to need more trucks, although it doesn't look like it. Oh, that's right, because we wanted to get more hops, but we have more hops. We just can't, it just doesn't produce fast enough. So I guess what we need is another another beer factory. And we can manage that because we can send out more barrels and we can send out more hops. Not that we're really producing. You know what? Never mind. Forget it. We'll just have a little bit of overproduction. Accept that as one of the things that just happens. But pretty much every city now has a liquor store. So our towns must have grown considerably when I wasn't looking. Eastridge doesn't really look like it's grown too much, but I guess it's at 50,000. But it now has a liquor store and a bookstore and a hardware store. And if we head over to Capfield looks like it's grown a lot. Okay. Still only 40,000 population. I don't feel like you're being entirely honest with me, Capfield. Look at all these stores that Capfield has. So many shops. Grocery, tailor, hardware, liquor, books, furniture. You've got every store, I think, in Capfield. What about Blaben? Blaben, also only 40,000 people, but 4 shops. Just trying to make that like 40,004, but it didn't quite work out, did it? Nort-on-Sea, they're happy to see us down here, delivering to their grocery and liquor stores, I think. I think we're delivering fresh fruit to their grocery store. Yeah. They're paying a pretty good price for grapes. Better than you would expect for something like that, especially since they have their own grape farm operating independently down here. And of course, they're drinking lots of beer. They love beer. They're in Nort-on-Sea. Oranges. I believe those are for our orange juice. No, that was in our stream that we had an orange juice factory. So what are our oranges going to? They're just going directly to the grocery stores? This must be a big money losing proposition here. So where would it be practical to set up trains to, like, you know, delivering hamburger sandwiches to Blaben and Eastridge? We just can't produce them fast enough. So it wouldn't really be very practical. I guess it would be like setting up a giant cow farm and then moving all the stuff from that giant cow farm to a giant dough and hamburger factory farm, and then moving it from there to the various shops and stuff that would buy it, I suppose, would be the way to use trains effectively. I'm still not producing enough water here, huh? I just increased your water production. And I felt like when I did that, I scoffed at it, thinking that that would even be useful. But we've got a pretty steady income, so I guess I don't really need to worry too much about trying to be perfect with that. I keep forgetting about that lag. That's all right. So I would like to be making books. I gotta sneeze. I would like to be making books, but I'm not quite sure how we would go about doing that. We'd have to tear up a lot of stuff if I want to start making books, because, you know, we set up a cow farm over here to get the leather for the books, and then of course the wood to get the paper. And we'd need water, a lot of water for books. So, you know, we could bring the water in over here and kind of have the paper here, and then the cows over here, maybe, and the leather coming into here, and then like the meat coming down here for the hamburger sandwiches. And then we'd need a big old wheat farm somewhere. So I mean, really, we'd kind of want to build it maybe up like in here where there's an ocean, so we'd have like unlimited water. And boy, maybe even like take that into the train stations. And then of course I'd have to build train stations by the various towns that we'd be delivering it to, like down here by Blaben. So I mean I could set one halfway between Blaben and Capfield. Let's what are these like? So we have a train terminal. I mean, if we're just throwing money away, it's no big deal. We can afford it. We'll put that right there. The train terminal can only have 3 destinations. So it's not like I can, right? Like if we're producing hamburger sandwiches and books and say I'd have to be doing something with the milk, right? Even if it's just hamburger sandwiches and books and milk, I would have to send all of that to Blaben. So there'd be no point in having this here. Now I can have anything I want delivered here, no problem. And if we go to trade routes, oh yeah, I'd have to actually set up a route. Yeah, and you can only set up 4 products. Shoot. All right. So those are going to be somewhat complicated. Yeah, I lost a lot of money on that, but no big deal. We've got plenty of cash. But I would definitely need one at each end destination, which is fine because it'll just mean it's going to be very easy to transport things within each of the towns. But I probably would need multiple train things in each town because it's not like we're only delivering 3 goods to each town. So there would be a lot of trains in the long term. But that's something to worry about for another time, I suppose. As it is, I can't do that. We just need to focus on making sure that we're getting everything out of here. So we're not getting all of our meat out of here. And that, let's see, we deliver meat to Food Factory 3. Yeah. Wow. Surplus of sandwiches? Crazy. And a shortage of dough, of course, because we just can't keep up with our dough demand. That's right. Those things are fairly well balanced out. I'm gonna stop worrying about them for right now. And what is it that pies and cakes? They use dough, milk, and eggs. Dough, milk, and eggs. But each place only builds 1 grocery store though, right? So like if they don't demand pies and cakes, they're never going to demand pies and cakes. Like this Catfield's grocery doesn't demand anything useful. So like in theory, I'd need someone that demands pies and cakes and hamburgers. Like I could make a ton of money growing Blaben here by delivering pies, cakes, hamburgers, and even orange juice. And do they have a bookstore too? They do. But they don't demand books. Oh, they do. Okay, never mind. Whew, thank goodness. That would have been very frustrating. So I could set up a pretty interesting production chain to get books, pies, and hamburgers to Blaben over here using trains. Books, pies, and hamburgers, huh? So of course, I would then be able to divert the hamburgers coming out of one of these places to somewhere other than Blaben. But is there anywhere other than Blaben? Eastridge and Kelborough? Kelborough is probably really far away. If we're delivering to Eastridge, Kelborough, I feel like it's way over here. I suppose we could set a train to deliver. Where the heck did you go, Kelborough? Yeah. I mean, that's so far. There's no way I can deliver. I could deliver them by train. But is it worth it, you know? I don't know, maybe. Maybe it is. But either way, that's something to worry about another time. I mean, I could even deliver the stuff coming from this Blaben factory into into Eastridge, because I doubt Eastridge is like overflowing with hamburgers. Where are you at, Eastridge? There it is. I can't imagine that they're turning away all their hamburger deliveries. Yeah, they're not. Oh, and they want pies as well, huh? And I could have the pie factory, the existing pie factory, just focus on Eastridge and forget about Blaben. It's weird that Eastridge really hasn't grown that much, despite the fact that we're delivering. I mean, we're 15 years into this game, which seems crazy. And the town hasn't really grown any higher than, oh, I gotta stop doing that. Hasn't grown any bigger than it already was. Oh, we are overstocked on wheat. So I could theoretically set up another dough factory over here if I wanted to. It's only the one destination that doesn't have enough dough. And that's only because it's like the lowest priority of them all. How about I move you up to the top, and I move you down to the bottom, and we'll see how you like that. Priority changes. All right, guys. Well, let's hope that the performance patch comes through tomorrow. But I think our plan for tomorrow is going to be to try to set up that super route for Blaben here. We can do hamburgers, pies and cakes, and books. That should be a fairly closed system, because the meat from the cows will go to hamburgers, the leather will go to books, the milk will go to pies and cakes, and then with the chickens, the eggs will go to pies and cakes, and the meat should be able to be used for hamburgers, because we can produce as many hamburgers as we want, because we'll be getting unlimited wheat supplies. Yeah, I think we can do it, and we're going to build it up along the coast where there's going to be plenty of water. So that'll be a fun thing to see, and of course if the patch comes through, it'll be fun to see things move a little more smoothly. So yeah, I guess that's going to be it for this episode, you guys. I hope you have had a good time. Thank you so much for watching. Click the like button down below if you enjoyed this, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!